Darrell, let's get straight into the busyness of the transfer window. Ryan Edmondson, Kean Harrott, which we obviously saw a glimpse of at the weekend. Chris Hussey, Connor Hall as well. You've certainly been busy. Explain to us the reason of the high turnover, because I know you said in your post-match interview as well you were looking to bring 4 or 5 in.
Well, the centre forward situation's an easy talk, isn't it? Because we've got injuries to our centre forwards, and obviously when we were playing a few games with no centre forwards on the pitch, that was an easy decision to bring a couple in to make sure we've got enough at the top end of the pitch. And then Ryan Johnson, he'd only played a little bit of a part, to be honest with you, and we get a good offer that we think's right for the football club and for ourselves and for the lad moving forward. So we decided to take that option, and then it was about tweaking it away and getting a couple of players with Connor and Chris Hussey as 2 experienced boys that know the division well.
But at the other end, as you say, the striking area was somewhere that you needed to strengthen because of the injuries that you got. Are these young players that you're taking a gamble on? Have you done a lot of research into them? Obviously, perhaps the more experienced strikers, they probably cost a lot of money, don't they, at this time of year?
Well, listen, we haven't pulled them out of a cracker, Matt, to be honest with you, mate. Do you know what I mean? I believe we've got a very good recruitment team here. We know about these boys. We do our work. And we do a hell of a lot of work on it. So I think it's a bit disrespectful to say, just plucking a couple of young lads. We know all about them. Keane's come on, scored the other goal. The potential of both of them is very good. They give us different strengths and different options at the top end of the pitch to add to the already, good strike force that we have at the club.
Do you envisage being busy still in these next couple of weeks?
The window's not shut yet. There'll always be room for 1 or 2 other changes that I'll be open to make as well if the right player becomes available. So we'll see how like I said, I keep saying it each week. We'll discuss the window and if it's been a success or not being a success at the end of the window. But I'm really happy with the business that's been done. I'm really happy with my recruitment team that've been working behind the scenes for a long period now, not just in January, to try and make sure we get the right reinforcements.
This is it. Research and following players goes on a long time, doesn't it? You sit and scour through matches, DVDs, whatever it is it takes to identify those right targets.
Yeah. No, a lot of what goes into it, which you'd expect. We're a professional football club and we want to be bringing the right recruitment, the right players to the football club, not just on ability, but as well, it's important, and we keep touching on this, is the culture that's been set in the football club now for a substantial period that we want to continue, and making sure that these lads fit that as well as their ability.
Yeah, Ryan Johnson, you talked about Leon Legg as well, another player that has gone. I mean, someone who gave their all for the football club, but a fresh challenge and a fresh start was needed.
No, with Leon, I love Leon to bits. I came in, he was outcasted when I came in last season. And, the first thing I did was put my arm around the big fella and say, I know what you're about. We built a back 3 around him. He defended absolutely superb. He's a great professional. I'm delighted that he's made his decision, and we made the decision that, Harrogate, he gives himself a little bit longer term deal and keeps himself in the football league for a long time. So Leon certainly goes. Some players I'm happy to get out the door. None at the minute, but some players. Leon was a great lad, and I wish him every success.
Do you have to make a bit of room elsewhere to bring others in, or is it you're okay for numbers in that regard?
Well, the window we've lost 5, haven't we? So we've lost 5 players and brought 4 in. Lloyd has gone back to Cheltenham injured. Danny Amos has been released. Ryan Johnson's been sold. Then we got, come on, Dan, far away, Leon Legg. There's another one, isn't he? Danny Whitehead as well. So 5's gone, 4's gone. So we keep working. There might 1 or 2 bits of pieces that I still want to do before the end of the window. Hopefully that comes fruition. If not, we go with what we've got.
Yeah, and you need that reinforcement as well, don't you? Because the amount of games now, and this is probably unprecedented in football. This is just the amount of games that are going to be coming up for you.
Yeah, it is. But we work with a squad of 25, I think it was, in the summer. We'll be working potentially with 25 for the second half of the season. Last season I came in, the squad was 30, all seniors. So we still want quality over quantity. We still want to make sure we're bringing those right players in, and but also not making the squad too big.
Yeah, it was a cracking match at the weekend, thoroughly entertaining in the FA Cup. But this is your bread and butter. This is the games which I'm sure your players are well aware anyway, and the fans are too. That this is the game now at the weekend where you've got to be on it.
Always got to be on every game you play. It's the next game, isn't it? So we look forward to the next game, which is Swindon, a team that's just above us. It'll be a tough game. It was a tough game down their place when we managed to get the 3 points. And we'll be looking to try and do it again.
Now that FA Cup's parked a little bit, disappointing because obviously you'd like to have progressed as much as you can. But does it help now that it's almost like the only focus now is the league? That is what you can keep your eye on now between now and the end of the season. Is just winning games of football and progressing in that league table.
Yeah, that's never really changed, Matt. To be honest with you, that's the way we work straight away. Next game, next reset, go again. And like you said, they were at the cup competition, so that doesn't become a focus anymore. The focus is on the 25 league games, which is still plenty of points, plenty of games to play for from now to the end of the season, and seeing where we end up at the end of it.
We see the start of January 2022. And I think everybody on Saturday saw the togetherness of that team. When you see how they performed against a team in the top flight of English football and how the majority of the crowd stay behind to applaud them off the field as well, that must make you feel very proud of what it is you're building, you and your management team.
Certainly, and it's not just me and my management team; it's the whole club. And I keep stressing that it's not just about the football inside; it's about the whole club. It's about what the owners want to do to the whole football club and bring it all together. And we certainly feels that way. Feels like we're all in it together. The fans, the players, the staff, everybody works with a football club, and that's important. And like you said, that typified it after the game on Saturday. The fans knew we had a right good go. Certainly a lot better second half, and stayed and applauded the boys, which is great.
And just look into the summer. I mean, that's a long way off yet, but you've got players who were maybe out of contract in the summer. Is that something you look at now and start having those talks around the transfer window, or is that something you'll leave to later?
No, the recruitment model keeps going and going. We're always looking at players. We're always looking to improve. That's what we have to do. You know, players in my squad need to realise, and they do realise because I tell them on a regular basis that they need to be performing every single day and training in every game, because success waits for no man. So that continues to go. We continue to develop on the recruitment side of things, continue to work of areas where we can strengthen. But the boys in the squad at the minute have that ample opportunity as soon as the window shut to stake the claim to keep making the club progress.
Lovely. That's it from me. Thank you, Darrell.
Cheers, Matt. Top man.
Cheers, mate.
Darrell, obviously, any further developments on Lewis Cass and Dennis Politic in any situation? Are we going to extend their loans or
no further? No further. Nothing further
on that situation. And how is it looking regarding Devanti Rodney? I mean, you've just added these 2 extra strikers. Has he still got? Is he still in your plans?
Yeah, Devanti's still in my plans. Yeah, he's in the football club. He's our player. So yeah, he's working away.
From your point of view, are you looking to maybe get rid of any further players, and maybe would you lose, or would you accept an offer for Devanti? Because several clubs, from what I hear, Walsall and Stockport, are interested.
Yeah, is that right, George? Listen, I always say this, and forgive me for sitting on the fence. You know, you find out the news as soon as we make a signing or someone leaves the football club. It's always going to be rumours of certain things, but don't always believe everything you hear, George. That's what I say, unless you're working for the Sun.
Don't work for the Sun. Obviously, moving forward, as you say, the league has always been your priority. It's great, and you've got some momentum going into this game because you're superb second half performance. You've got really on the pace. You take that into the game, and you're facing a team, Swindon, who are in amongst it, and they're really doing well, and they played quite well against Man City. And a young player, Harry McCurdy seems to have picked up the pace there, doesn't he?
No, Harry's been on fire, to be honest. Just recently, he's run it, working the line with Simpson up top, and has done very, very well. As of Swindon, they're right up there. They're in the mix. He said they certainly did themselves justice against Man City, and they'll be working hard. They've got one of the best away records in the league. We're well aware of that. They're a good possession-based team, and we're going to have to be right at it on Saturday. But it's a good game. I'm sure the fans will be right behind us, and it's one we really look forward to.